gals, Mama Bear here with a daily dash of life. Shout out to all of my 12-gallon cup drinkers. I had a request from Amy W to do the comfort pattern that I did on my crochet comfort video, and I will be following along with this book. Thanks for the request, Amy. I'm going to be following along this 154 crochet waves pattern book by Leisure Arts, and the designs are by Darla Sims. We will be turning to page 23. Boom, here it is. For today's project, you will need your yarn. I'm going to be using Karen's Simply Soft in the Country Peach. You will need your hook, of course. I'm going to be using an H hook, which is also a 5mm hook. You will need your tapestry needle to sew in all and any ends you may have after your project is done. I will leave the link to my no-show ends in the description box down below. So if you need help with that, just click on that, or you can go to the end of the video and click on the thumbnail. I will be using US terms, and I will be doing some sections at a normal speed and then some sections in slow motion. I'll begin the first portion of the video at normal speed, just so that I know people learn at different rates, and some people just need to know what the pattern is. And then I'll do another slow motion section at the end, which is going to be more in detail. In case you don't know how to do some of the stitches, it'll show you how to do some of those stitches too. Before we get started, I'd like to note that if you do the blanket in one solid color, it is reversible. However, if you choose to do your project in 2 colors, it is not reversible. If you choose to do your blanket in 2 colors, do not start your second color until the 3rd row. And then after that, you're going to work 1 color for 2 rows. This pattern requires that you know how to do a double crochet, a front post double crochet, and then there's going to be sections where you work both loops, and then there's going to be sections where you work the front loop only. So keep that in mind. Every 17 chains equals 4 inches. I will leave the pattern in the description box below for those of you who need to see the pattern written out. Okay, to get started, I'm going to have my tail. I'm going to have a good amount for my tail so that I can weave it in at the end. Then I'm going to begin with my slip knot. Once I have created my slip knot, I'm going to chain 17 times 3. So do 17 chains 3 times, and that's what I'm doing for my foundation chain. Now you can go ahead and do however many chains you will need for your project, and I will meet you back here in a minute. Now that I have completed my foundation chain, the first step of row 1 says to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and in next 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's my 4th chain from the hook. I'm going to double crochet in that. One, and in the next 5 double crochet. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to double crochet in these 5 right here. And there is a little side note, and it states that the 3 chains right here that you skipped will be your first double crochet. So don't forget to count that later when you're done with your 5 double crochet. So that will give you a total of 7 double crochet across already. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there you go. There's my 7. The second step of row 1 says to 3 double crochet in the next chain and then double crochet in the next 7 chains. So I'm going to do 3 double crochet in this chain right here. So 1, 2, 3, and then do 7 double crochet across, and I'll meet you back when you have completed that. After completing your 7 double crochet going down, you have just completed your first wave. The last step of row 1 is where your row begins its repeat. It's indicated by a star, and it tells you to skip the next 2 chains. So I'm going to skip my next 2 chains. Here's one right here, and here's one right there. I'm going to skip those 2, and then I'm going to double crochet in the next 7 chains. I have just created a little peephole, and I'm going to start my wave going all the way up with my 7 double crochet, 3 in a single chain at the top, and then 7 going down. Then again I'm going to skip 2 to create my peephole, 7 up, 3 at the top, and then 7 down. I will meet you back here at the last 7 stitches. I have just completed my 3 waves. Hopefully you just completed all of the waves that you have. And now I'm simply going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn my work. This will count as my first double crochet now and throughout. You will be working in your front loops only unless otherwise indicated. Okay, so just your front loops. The first direction that I have for row 2 is to skip the first 2 double crochet, and remember you're working in your front loops only. So skip your first 2 double crochet and double crochet in the next 5 stitches. The next direction for row 2 is to front post double crochet around the next double crochet. So here we go. Our next double crochet is what we will use to front post double crochet around. And then we will proceed to do 3 double crochet in the next double crochet using both loops. Again, we will front post double crochet in the next double crochet after that. And then we will double crochet in the next 6 double crochet using the front loops only. With the front post double crochet and your 6 double crochet going across, that will give you your total of 7 double crochet. And you can already see the pattern beginning to form with this V shape. Again, you are going to skip your next 2 double crochet. So skip this one and this one, and double crochet in the next one using your front loops only. Then you will just hit repeat all the way down to your last 7 stitches, and I'll meet you back when you have done that. So meet me back here for this portion of your row. Now that I have reached the last 7 stitches of my row, I am going to first front post double crochet, then I'm going to do 5 double crochet in the next 5 stitches using my front loop only. skip my next double crochet, and then I'm going to double crochet using 2 loops. And there's my peephole. So you have just completed your first 2 rows for your pattern. And then you're just going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat row 2. All this project is a repeat of row 2. Alright, now I'm going to start the slow portion of the video. After completing row 1, you're simply going to chain 3, and you're going to skip the first 2 stitches. Then you're going to work double crochets across the next 5 stitches using the front loops only. Now if you don't know what that looks like, let me show you. There's your back loop and here's your front loop. To do this project, when it says to work the front loop only, you're going to insert your hook into the front loop that you see. This is both, and this is the front loop. So when you yarn over for your double crochet, instead of inserting through both loops, you're just going to go through the first loop, the front one, yarn over, pull through the front one, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you have just created your first peephole. Now you're going to work in the front loop unless otherwise indicated. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5. There I have 5 stitches. The next step is to front post double crochet around the next double crochet, which will be right here. Here's my next double crochet, and to front post double crochet, I'm simply going to yarn over. I'm going to insert my hook from the front to the back around the post. Then I'm going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the first 2 loops. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. Then I'm going to continue with the pattern, which is to do 3 double crochet in my next double crochet, and I have to double crochet through both loops. So again, I'm going to insert my hook, and I'm going through both of these little loops, not just the front one anymore. So that's 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then I need to front post double crochet again. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook from the front to the back around the post, yarn over, pull through just like I'm doing a regular double crochet. The next direction is to double crochet in the next 6 stitches using the front post only. My next direction is to skip the next 2 double crochet, so that will be this one right here and this one right here. I'm going to double crochet in the next 6 double crochet using the front post only again. After I've completed the task of doing my 6 double crochet in the front loops only, I'm going to proceed to do my front post double crochet in the next double crochet. So back behind, you're going to go from the front to back, out through the front, yarn over, pull through, just like you would with any other double crochet. Then I'm going to do my 3 double crochet in my next double crochet, all 3 in one single stitch, using both loops. One, two, and 3. Again, I'm going to front post double crochet around my next post, and then I'm going to do 6 double crochet in the front post only. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to skip my next 2 double crochet. So skip this one right here and skip this one right here. Again, do your 6 double crochet in the front post only. Front post double crochet, three double crochet in one double crochet, front post double crochet, so if you didn't know before, now you know how to do a front post double crochet. Once you've gotten all the way to the end of your row, no matter how many waves you have, you're going to double crochet in 5 double crochet Then you will have to skip the next double crochet and double crochet in the very last double crochet of the row, which, remember, when you have your 3 chains, that equaled 1 double crochet, your first double crochet of the row. So that's where you're going to be doing your double crochet. You might have to do a little twisting until you get, can you see that? There's your 2 loops, and you're going to double crochet in both loops this time, not just the front loop. Okay, so yarn over, pull through, and there's your last double crochet of the row and there's your peephole. So there's one peephole, and here's the other one. And you have just created another pattern back here. There you go. That's all there is to it. This is a very simple pattern, but it is a little time consuming because you have to be so focused on front loops, front post double crochet, and both. Thanks for watching. Amy, hopefully you found this video helpful, and for any of you who want to submit your projects, I would really love to see them. Just contact me or email me at daily-oflife@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing them. Hopefully you learned something new today that you didn't know yesterday. Toodles! This has been Mama Bear with the Daily Dash of Life. And as always, don't forget to spice up yours. May God bless you. Thanks for watching. To subscribe, click my watermark and click any video icon for more videos or to start a playlist. Check out bonus footage at Instagram and Twitter at A Daily Dash of Life. Toodles!